why did smartbrief.com, an email blog newsletter that I actually read, not in its entirety, depending upon what headlines it throws out. But today they took me to a blog where um, somebody's logo was imitated. Can you guess who that somebody might be? Well, uh, I don't know if I should be serious with that or if it was uh, an attempt, I don't know, a humorous attempt by topographer Matt Owens of Volume 1. Really surprised that BusinessWeek.com actually published that. And by the way, the blue and the green on the logos are switched, so it's a very unimaginative uh, piece of art. And I don't know if there was humor intended, but I don't know. I think the name, the Google logo, ought to be sacred in the annals of search. Then they go on to read the question. I don't know which is worse, their art representation or the question. Is Facebook, what was it? Is Facebook about to delve deeper into search? And I said, uh-oh, here it goes. Everybody wants to make Facebook a search engine and Google a social media engine. And uh, I, I don't understand. I don't really understand. Actually, last year, or February, in that same blog, it said Facebook fielded 336 million search queries. Well, 336 million search queries. They are in the search business, but just imagine how much more bandwidth Zuck has to buy for 1 billion profiles when they all figure out what the search thing is all about. And instead of spending 3 hours a day at Facebook, they'll be there for 5 hours a day searching. It's going to take that long to get through a billion profiles. It is amazing to me. And by the way, I think Zuck made it very clear that he was going to be in the search business when he hired his chief operating officer, a brilliant woman by the name of Sheryl Sandberg. And just before coming to Facebook, Sheryl was gainfully employed at Google, well known for its search, that had to be on Zuck's mind as the, it's amazing that Sheryl Sandberg is running his company. It's amazing that the two of them are a pretty awesome team. But Facebook has to be in search. How are you going to find something about all the information that's going out there? They just don't have enough server space to be in search, and they're going to do their search. And Google, who I just my last YouTube was about somebody that was taking issue with Google penalizing folks over optimizing in the searches. Google just wants to provide the best search information they possibly can. That's what they do. And they are now recognized, and I'm surprised it took so long to get here, that people trying to beat the rules of search, it's just really bad marketing. So, and Google will have their search that works. The other thing that bothered me about this article, and they were mimicking obviously Google in this piece of art. You don't have to. We have search engines on every page in our community, and it just simply says community search. We probably need to have a search that would go from inside of our firewalls outside to the outside world. We better think about that one. I think that the real statement is that over optimization is bad marketing. The rules of marketing, if you will, they haven't changed for as long as I've been doing them, for 40 years now. What has changed is how folks communicate with one another, and you have to get that message out however folks are communicating. And if they're spending 3 or 4 or 5 hours a day on Facebook, then that needs to be considered if you want to reach those consumers, those folks. And that's the challenge that we all have. We want to provide services that will keep you on Facebook servers or Google servers or David's Barter servers, wherever. We'd like to keep you at David's Barter, but it's one aspect of things, a very important aspect, but it's social marketing and social network technology. Yesterday on the YouTube, somebody was making the comment that Google Plus was about Google's attempt to be a social network. And I had to take the position on that one also. No, Google is about, if anything, is about social network technology, not the social network necessarily itself. Search is very important to getting information that one desires. There is so much information available, and if you want to have folks communicating with one another, it's what's the best way. Are they gonna communicate with one another? We all have our own thoughts and ideas about that. So I was just I didn't know whether I was supposed to be angry or say it's a brilliant piece of art, or it's very unimaginative. That's, if anything else.